Well, good evening, everyone. Happy Thursday. My name's Jason. This is just Jason Keto. We're just here for a Thursday night hangout, chit chat, see what everyone's up to kind of thing. We do these live streams every other Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Like I say, we just come on here, hang out, get caught up, see what's going on in the keto world and the YouTube world, and just say hi to all the friends in the community here. So let's start off with who was early in the door here. We've got Carrie pulling up to the live stream. Tiffany was here early. Carrie's got his joke for this week. I was in the store the other day and some Coca-Cola fell off the shelf and hit me. I didn't care since it was a soft drink. Yeah, makes sense. Good one, Carrie. Kevin from Tuber Chat is here. Thank you for sharing. Always appreciated. Let's see here. We've got Lynn. Came in just in time. It's good to see you, Lynn. I feel like I just saw everyone last night for the release of episode 3 of the I Was Challenged collaboration with Paula and Jason over at P&J's Homestead Adventure and Kendra from Consume the Goodness. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that. It was lots of fun this month, and it's been fun every month kind of thing. But yeah, it was. I was happy with how the recipe videos turned out this month. I've got some more experimenting to do with the cream cheese that I made, but everyone seemed to enjoy it. And yeah, we're looking forward to episode number 4. Again, if anyone wants to join us in the collaboration, just send one of us an email and we'll get you on the list to join us and have some fun. So Scratching Pete's here. Good to see you, Pete. Let's see who else is coming in. Everyone's just saying hi. Jeremy's in the house. Good to see you. Jeremy, thanks for coming in. Paula and Jason are here. Happy Thursday to you. Joe, Reichwin 96 is in the house. Good to see you. Thompson, how you doing tonight? Saw that you have a new video out this evening, so I'll be watching that later after the live stream. Looking forward to that. Who else we got? I see a few other people. Scott Bruder, my old co-worker. It's good to see you, Scott. We'll have to get on another live chat sometimes, Scott, and continue our conversation from last time. Loretta and Jason, Off-Grid Journey. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, if you want to, I think Paula posted the link for the I Was Challenged playlist there. Thanks for that, Paula. Again, it was a lot of fun. The main reason I'm enjoying this sort of more than some of the other collaborations I've done is that it sort of gives you, or it's giving all of us mostly new things to try. You know what I mean? Like it's, some of us have been doing similar recipes, but we're, taking what we're challenged to do and basically following that recipe as we're given, with little tweaks here and there. But yeah, it's been fun doing new things because I think or at least for myself, I find that I get sort of stuck in a rut and don't do anything new very often. So that is one thing that, or one of the main things I'm really enjoying about this. And I, like I say, it's great to, as a community builder, to have other people join in. And I think it seems like everyone is enjoying these sort of raid parades that we have on the first Wednesday of every month, where we, start with one video and then move into the next video and then into the next video kind of thing. So it's just some extra time to hang around and chat with each other. Let's make sure we're not missing anything. Yeah, the cream cheese was good. Like I say, I've got some more experimenting to do with it. I've already got a few other ideas that I want to try with the cream cheese, specifically some sweet versions. Yeah, like I say, I think I saw Paula dropped a link for the playlist there. So if you want to check out those videos, I think the playlist probably has all of the videos from all 3 episodes in it. But yeah, last night's was super fun. Beverly's here. You got your Wren house. That's good to hear. Thanks for updating us. Dr. John Smith's in house. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. I always appreciate any time anyone can spend here. Nothing super special to talk about this week, but just come in here, hang out, see what everyone's up to on a fine Thursday evening kind of thing. Yeah, I think Paula posted that link. Thanks for coming in. World Viral Daily. Yeah, there's the link there. Thank you for that. I just want to make sure we don't miss anyone here. Everyone's saying hi back and forth. Cream cheese chaffles. Yeah, I've use cream cheese in my chaffles quite often. In fact, cream cheese is one of my favorite chaffle ingredients. I'll put cream cheese in with pepperoni and olives, and cream cheese in with, spicy peppers and stuff like that. So, it's definitely a go-to chaffle ingredient for me. That's for sure. Thank you for that. Yeah, if you can hit the thumbs up, that would be appreciated. It really helps the live stream. Nora is here. Thanks for coming by, Nora. It's good to see you. Okay, brand new here. Welcome. Here's Freshly Broken. Come from a long list of diet cults. I hope this one doesn't turn satanic like the last one. I'm sun gazing and sunbathing. Yeah, no, we're all friends here, just hanging out. You'll find, typically these live streams are sort of half and half, talking about diet and lifestyle and, all sorts of different ideas, because we've got a good mix of people in here. And then the other half, a lot of times, turns into a conversation that may steer a little more towards like the YouTube community, as a lot of the people that'll be present at my live streams are going to be fellow creators that I've grown to know over the last few years. So they're here to support, sort of as a fellow creator, and lots of them have different viewpoints on diet and lifestyle, but we're all here, just we're all friends here. So yeah, there's no judgment here. We just come to hang out and just see what's going on. We got Dustin here, Keto Simple. Good to see you, Dustin. Thank you for coming in. Just want to make sure we don't miss anyone. KK's Travel and Education and Vlogs. Thank you for coming. Amy, Rockin' Keto Amy's here. Thank you for coming in. I think we've made sure we said hi to everyone so far. Everyone is just saying hi back and forth to each other. Yeah, Amy, we should still have to come up with a plan to do some interviews on each other's channel kind of thing. I know you were looking at how to set up with what the software you're using to do interviews. So let me know when you think you might have some time for that, and we'll get something set up for sure. Everyone, yes, the best people. Yeah, lots of great people here. I definitely appreciate everyone from any community that hangs out with me. Like it's like I say, there's a big mix of the sort of the health and lifestyle side of YouTube. Lots of great supporters here that have been with the following along and supporting this channel for a long time, which I really do appreciate. And then, there's always new friends coming in that are fellow creators with all sorts of different content out there. We've got vloggers, we've got, Nora does like stock talk and stuff like that. And then we've got ticket scratchers and homesteaders and all sorts of different things. So if anyone here wants to sort of let anyone know what their channel is, just type #Thrive in the chat, and the Nightbot should drop your link for you. It looks like it's alive tonight. So wait, did someone say this cult isn't satanic? Well, I guess I got to find a different one. Oh, you fit right in here, Dustin. I've met up with Dustin a few times now, a couple of times at Keto Palooza. So looking forward to hanging out with Dustin again at some point. I don't know if and when Keto Palooza ever comes back, or if that doesn't happen, we'll have to find something else. But yeah, good people in here. We've got Uncle Big Guy in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully everyone's having a good week so far. We are on to our sort of every other week live stream schedule now, just to try and I know I get pretty busy during the summer, and I know everyone has lots going on during the summer. So hopefully everyone's all right with moving to every other week for these live streams. I will still be releasing a new video at 9 a.m. Eastern every Saturday morning for the summer. So that isn't going to change. If you did see the poll that I put out this week, I am probably going to start mixing in some other kind of videos as far as the content goes. I may try and do some other types of recipes other than chaffles kind of thing, like just quick and easy low carb keto meals. And then some, I'll get some motivational videos in there as well. But yeah, just trying to expand things a little bit. I know everyone seems to be enjoying the chaffle recipes, and I love making them, and I'm not going to quit making them. It's just, it seems it gets a little sort of monotonous, and I don't know if people are sort of just getting not tired of them, but sort of, okay, well, we saw this pretty much same thing last week, and then the week before, and the week before. I try and do something different every week, but at the end of the day, a chaffle's a chaffle. It's not really, reinventing the wheel each week. It's just tweaking ingredients. So, but I have some other ideas in mind for other different small, quick and easy recipes, let's just say. Yeah. Dustin stirring it up. Oh, I always think about your feelings, Dustin. Anyways, yeah, like I say, things are getting, I've found myself not being able and not having time to sort of was. So I just thought it would be better off if you all knew that it wasn't going to be every week. I will try and post a couple of live streams in advance so that when they're coming up, so that you don't miss any of them. But I think it's just going to be a little easier for me to stick to every other week for at least for the summer anyways. Yeah, Dustin, you sure can be a, yeah, that is for sure. Missing anything here? I saw Andy, Crafty Witch 232 come in. It's good to see Andy. Thank you for joining us on this fine Thursday evening. Like I say, what's going on in the last couple of weeks since we last spoke? I see Paul had dropped the link for my chaffle video from last week, the dill pickle seasoning chaffles. That was another fun one. Very intensely flavored chaffles. Probably, I would have to say that the flavor punch from those chaffles was probably the strongest I've ever had from a chaffle recipe. I think I mentioned it in the video that if I did them again, I would probably either cut back or even possibly even eliminate the salt from them, because I think everything else that went into it made them a little bit too salty. Again, I'm all for things that are really salty. But those ones were on the edge anyway. So hopefully everyone enjoyed that video. It was fun to make. Probably, I don't usually do chaffle recipes that have more than maybe one or two extra ingredients. So that was an interesting one. And it's another one of those recipes where I was basically just staring at the spice sort of section in the grocery store thinking, what could I do in a chaffle, and then I saw the dill weed and I'm like, oh, okay, well, what's in dill pickle seasoning? So I just look it up on my phone and then say, okay, well, I've got garlic and onion at home, and I can pick up some mustard seed because it's right there on the shelf, and I can get the dill weed. And again, there's other things that go into pickle seasoning. The one specific thing I saw was coriander, but coriander is one of those things that I don't like and doesn't like me. So I left it out, but it's one of those things, as I always say with these recipes that I put out, it's a matter of taking what I put out there and make it your own. Whatever you think is the what you would like to put in as seasoning is what I would suggest you put in. So after a drought for a few weeks, my creativity kicked in again, and I came out with a tasty cornbread chaffle to go with my barbecue. Nice. Yeah, I thought about coming up with some sort of cornbread chaffle as well. Just one of those things, I've never got around to it. Let's see here. I think we are making those dill chaffles this weekend. Cool. Let me know what you think about those. What about imitation chaffles? So which part do you mean, Andy? Like, as far as which part are we imitating, kind of thing? If you let me know, I'll let you know what I think. It looks good. You're going to add cream cheese to them. See, that's one thing I would probably add to the dill pickle chaffles too, is some cream cheese. That would definitely be good. And Phil Beck is in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in, checking in from Virginia. I really do appreciate it. What did everyone do for dinner tonight? Hopefully everyone is having some good eats this week. We just got home from work to a notification of a low tire on or low air in one of the tires on my brand new truck, and Got home and found that it's got a nail in it, so that's always fun. So I spent some time after work, put the spare tire on so I can take that tire in and get it repaired. So we did not have an awful lot of time between then and now when the live stream started. So I just took some pre-made ground beef with tomato sauce in it and mixed in some eggs and threw some cheese on it, and nice and quick, and tastes good and fills me up. So Brenda's here. Good to see you, Brenda. Thank you for coming in. Sorry, can't stick around much longer. I have to head back and keep the cabin build going. Thanks for coming in, Thompson. Looking forward to your updates on the cabin. Like I say, I'll check out your new video this evening. Whatever we got here, Dr. John. So 1 egg, 1/4 cup mozzarella cheese, 1/2 teaspoon sweet corn extract, tablespoon granulated sweetener, teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon or 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon cornstarch. That does definitely sound good. The one thing I haven't been able to find yet that I keep looking for is the corn extract, or the sweet corn extract. I have had my eyes open for it. It's just haven't found it anywhere yet. So, Jason P, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by and hitting that thumbs up, showing some support. Definitely appreciate it. Making like a cake chaffle. Yeah. It's like I say, it's one of those things where I have to. It's good to see ideas like that, because unfortunately, I come up with some really, a lot of chaffle recipes, but at the end of the day, they're not super, creative necessarily. All I'm really doing is, thinking what ingredients go well together. Mustard and hot dogs, dill pickle seasoning, jalapenos and cream cheese, sort of thing. So, and then I'm just mixing those into chaffles. I think you may say the most creative I've been with chaffles to this point was probably the chaffle pops that I made. So basically chaffles on a stick, and even anything like that is not super creative. It's just not something I'd seen before. So I thought I'd give it a try, and it definitely turned out fun. Henry Leslie Vermont's in the house. Good to see you, Henry. Thanks for coming by. Make sure. Okay. Crispy pork and roasted asparagus. Nice. Dinner tonight was chicken wings with seasonings cooked in the oven. Nice. I love chicken wings. Fajitas on my flat grill, doing breakfast on it in the AM. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I keep looking at, I'd love to have a griddle as well. Like I can get a full griddle insert for my Weber barbecue. Darn things are like $300 though. It's like, I could probably buy one of the cheaper Blackstones for, most of what it costs just to get the grill insert for my Weber. So, because I've definitely thought about getting something like that to do bacon and, stir fries and stuff like that on it. Had fish in a burger. Sounds good. Be right back. Hurry back, Tiffany. Make sure we're not missing everyone. Only sweet corn extract on Amazon. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that, see if it's even available. So that's the problem too, is that half the stuff that you guys can get on Amazon.com we can't get in Canada. Let me see if it even comes up here. Yeah, it looks like there's a few different ones on there. It's so expensive though. Holy crap. It's like the first one that comes up here. So just for example, 2 ounces of it, of this, the cornbread extract. So 2 ounces of it's $18. It's crazy. I may not have a choice though. I do, like, I know extracts are kind of pricey, but that's the one thing. I find a lot of the stuff that I search for on Amazon, just crazy prices. So, yeah, Brenda's awake, not normal. Yeah, good to have you here, Brenda. It's good to see you. Yes, jalapeno chaffles are definitely a win. I think it's one of Paul and Jason's favorite chaffles as well. I had pork loin, rice, and canned green beans from last year's garden. Nice. Brampton Gardener, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Yes, everything is better on a stick. Oh, there you go. Yep, that's their favorite chaffle as well. Stir fry with coconut rice. That sounds good. Just get a cast iron griddle, throw it on the grill. Yep. I still need to get a cast iron pan too. You know, I don't know why I haven't done it yet. I'd like to get a cast iron pan for doing, you know, even doing things like steaks. So Mel's Variety, pork fried cauliflower rice. Nice. Sounds good. Thank you for coming in, Mel's Variety. Couldn't someone send you a care package? Yeah, maybe. It's funny how we have to smuggle things across the border nowadays. But yeah, it's the other problem too, though, is shipping so expensive coming up here. It's just ridiculous. Ruby's here. Good to see you, Ruby. Thank you for coming in. Amazon, $14 for 2 ounces in the US. So I guess it's not too much more expensive here then. So $17.99. So yeah, the exchange rate pretty much falls in line there. So maybe it's not too bad. Again, it seems like every time I want to buy something to do chaffles with, I have to buy too much of it. It's so expensive, and you know, then I have to find other things to make with it too. Let's make sure we're not missing anyone. Kristen's here. It's good to see you, Kristen. Thank you for coming into the live stream. All my pans are cast iron. Yep. Yeah, like I say, I definitely want to get into using cast iron. I just want to make sure I, you know, get a decent quality one. You know, there's lots of cheap ones out there that probably aren't worth the money at the end of the day, but it's just another one of those things where I have never gotten around to purchasing one. Picked up a cast iron pan today that is in okay shape for $2. There you go. And it seems like, you know, from what I've seen, you can restore and bring cast iron pans back to life with a little bit of care. So, you know, if that's the case for $2, then that's a score for sure. Look at thrift stores, antique stores. I have a Griswold cast iron I use every day. It's over 100 years old. That's a good tip for sure. Considering that all the time is Goodwill, I should keep my eye open for things like that. See what I can find. If anyone wants to let me know if they're seeing any buffering with the live stream, I'm just watching it over here, and it's buffering for me. I don't know if it's doing it for you guys, but just let me know if you're seeing any issues. Like I say, the last couple of weeks ago, I had to add a little network switch in line to hook up another TV. So just want to make sure we're not causing issues with that. So let's make sure. We tried adding the pork rinds before to chaffles. Do you mean, Andy? I have done pork rinds in chaffles. Like I just blitz them up and make basically pork panko out of them. It does make for a very bready type chaffle kind of thing. But yeah, I have done that before. Sherry Yurton, my quilting world. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I think this may be your first time over here, if I'm not mistaken, but welcome to the live stream. As always, we're just hanging out, sort of seeing where the chat takes us on a Thursday night. As you see, Nightbot's letting everyone know if you want to share your YouTube channel. If you have one, just type #Thrive in the chat and Nightbot will drop a link for your channel. I can vouch for everybody here. All the creators in here are great people. And I've said it many, many, many times before, the biggest sort of change that came with my YouTube channel specifically is getting to know other creators on YouTube makes a big difference. Like the channel, when I was sort of isolated and not sort of reaching out and getting to know other creators on YouTube, really wasn't doing too well. But as soon as I started networking, mostly through Tuber Chat, Connect and Grow, that's when, things really started changing. Because you make some really good friendships, and then you get some great support. You get people that are coming into your live streams like this, and coming to support you every week and watching your videos. That's when things really changed for my channel. So that's one thing I could definitely suggest for anybody here has a YouTube channel and they want to expand it, is make sure you sort of branch out and, get to know everybody you can on YouTube, because it's only going to help. Again, like I said earlier, we've got so many different types of creators just in here tonight. It runs the gamut of different kinds of content. And that's, I think, something we should all try and do is, don't sort of stay within your own bubble, so to speak. I think it's worth getting out there and getting to know people from all over YouTube. No buffering. Okay, thanks for that. I don't know why it keeps doing it here. It's probably because my piece of crap computer just does not like doing things. Coffee walks and whatever. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you being here. No buffering. Okay, thanks, guys. Like I say, it could just be that my video card on this computer here is not happy. I have been having some issues with when I'm editing videos and trying to do multiple things at once. That I've had it crash out a few times. So I think the next investment is a proper, built computer that's built specifically for what I need. So fun. Thanks for dropping that playlist. Enjoy it. The 12 Days of Chaffles was definitely fun. I think that is where the pork rind chaffle video is. Saw my gastroenterologist today, so I'm thinking of more keto snacks. Yeah, keto snacks are there's a lot of them out there. Like I say, the ultimately, if you were to get really, specific about keto and all that, the idea is actually to try and cut back on snacking altogether. But who are we kidding? Everybody likes to snack. So if you're going to do it, then you might as well come up with better things to snack on, kind of thing. It is my first time. Met on Tuber Chat. Cool. Yeah, Tuber Chat is the place to meet other creators. That's for sure. Yeah, if you want to do hashtag Thrive, that'll drop your link for you. That's good. It's good that it's helping you, Amy. How do you send your playlist to other creators? Email, DM, or just suggest they look it up? If you're talking about swapping playlists, like we do at Tuber Chat to help with watch hours, basically it's just we go to someone's channel kind of thing and go under their playlists, and basically, the one thing that helps if you're trying to swap playlists is to create a playlist that has all of your videos in it. I would suggest making a playlist with all your videos in it, other than shorts kind of thing, and then just label it, watch hours playlist. And then that way, when you're swapping playlists, you can just say, if you just run my watch hours playlist, it just makes it easier to make that arrangement. Like I have 5 or 6 different playlists, but I do have a watch hours playlist that basically every video goes into that. And then it also goes into individual playlists, depending on what kind of content it is. And found us from Gale Southern Living. Thank you for coming over. Yeah, that was a fun interview with Gail and Heather. That was a lot of fun. I like being on that side of the interview table once in a while. It doesn't happen very often, but I do enjoy it for sure. Tuber Chat is awesome for sure. Seeing so many follow here. Yeah, lots of great people here. I'm always looking for people who know thumbnails to help critique my ideas. Yeah. Same here. It's just one of those things that I don't spend a ton of time on thumbnails either. I could probably do a lot better with my thumbnails if I, had some guidance for that kind of stuff as well. But yeah, I don't know. The frustrating part with YouTube though, and everyone has probably sort of experienced this, is you can do a video one week and you do a specific kind of title and a specific thumbnail, and you put all the tags in and you do a nice description and all that, and the video does really well. And then next week you do something and you try and follow the same sort of template, same kind of thumbnail, good title, good description, good tags, and then it does nothing. So I don't know. If someone could tell me, well, this is why, and this is the one thing that you have to do to make sure that everything does what it's supposed to do, it's funny, I don't even know which video it was. So a couple of videos ago, what was it? The raspberry cream cheese chaffles that I made 2 weeks ago. It just for an example, and hopefully I don't bore everyone with sort of stats and all this stuff. That video, when I put that out, and I premiere my videos every week, in my opinion, that gives the video a good chance, and it gives it a boost, especially if people know that you're going to premiere at a specific time on a specific day every week. And you can wind up with 20 to 30 people there watching the video the first time it comes out. That tells YouTube, like, they see, okay, well, there's a real high percentage viewed on that video in the first hour or first couple of hours, and your click-through rate can go up from that as well. So that raspberry cream cheese chaffle that I did a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking to Kevin from Tuber Chat about that, is it had the highest click-through rate ever on one of my videos. It started at almost 10%, which for me is good. And it had almost a minute higher average watch time over any of my videos for my channel. And it turned out to be one of the least amount viewed videos that I've had in the last 3 months. So, we're all told that click-through rate and watch time is what's important. I don't know that that's true anymore, because I saw it. I saw that I got the initial results that I wanted to see from a video, and it did not perform the way I would have expected it to with those starting statistics. Now, again, I'm not. I hope I don't come off saying that I'm not appreciative of everybody that's watched it. I appreciate everybody that supports these chaffle videos every week. And ultimately, the video did get over 500 views. So great. I'm super happy that it's not like it got 100 views or 50 views or something like that, which would really be, then I would think there was something wrong with the video. But it's ultimately, most of the videos that I've been putting out lately wind up getting, close to 1,000 views. So again, it's just one of those things that, one of my rambling things about YouTube that I just don't understand sometimes. So yeah, like in this last week, with the dill pickle chaffle, the analytics on it from day one for the first 4 hours was not as good. It was maybe half the click-through rate and not high average watch time, and it wound up getting almost 800 views. So I don't know. All we can do is keep doing what we do, and then figure out what we can do better. So anyways, that's my ramble for tonight. Let's make sure we're not missing anything. We just got the Hexclad pan set. So far, we were pleased. That's good. Yes, amazing community for sure. Just trying to make sure the content I make gets the most people, hopefully to help the most people. Yep. Yeah. And that's, again, that's always the goal, right, Dustin, is to try and get it in front of as many people as we can. That, so that it gives us the best chance to help other people, right? Luigia is here. Good to see you, Luigia, over from Ketogenic Woman community. Same with Bonnie. Good to see you, Bonnie. Thank you for coming over. Yep, it's good to have a consolidated playlist for sure. Time to head off for nighttime stretches. Thanks for coming by, Dr. John Smith. Appreciate you being here as always. Some of my older videos from Facebook are torture, though. Yeah, some of my older videos are just horrendous. So many factors in a video: doing how long people watch, how many people like it, if it gets shared, click-through rate. Yep, yeah, absolutely, and that's what I focused on. SEO. Get that tags in, get those keywords in. Overdo it if you have to, like in your description, or like if you look at my descriptions lately, you'll see the word chaffle probably about 10, 15 times just in the description. because that's what I want to get out there, right? So make it as searchable as possible. And again, that's the one of the reasons I like to premiere every one of my videos, is that I think it gives it the best chance at getting that boost of views early, instead of just posting it, kind of thing. That works too, like, again, this is just my experience, and don't sort of take my advice with it. I just want to sort of tell you what I have found with it. Once I started premiering my weekly video at the same time and the same day every week, that things really started to consistently grow once we started doing that. So Legends Gaming 667 in the house. Good to see you. I know thumbnails are important, but I just do not have the time. Yep. Surprises me is which videos get most views are not the ones I would necessarily pick, and that is never the way it goes. You will always find it's those videos that you never expect to do very well that wind up just going nuts. Like my number one video on the whole channel is my onion ring chaffle that I did earlier, or last summer, kind of thing. Again, I wasn't expecting it to do as well as it did, kind of thing. And then I wound up having 2 in a row that did really well last summer. But yeah, you're right. It's one you just never know which one is going to get pushed out by YouTube. It's just, again, doing the right things every time with each video, I think, is important. But I also do think that there is some luck of the draw involved in it. If YouTube wants to put it out there in front of people, and they just say, hey, we're going to take this video and we're going to put it in front of everybody, then it has a much bigger chance of sort of getting views. That onion ring chaffle video that I have out, it's another one of these videos that basically gets, depending on the time of day, kind of, or time of year, or whatever kind of thing, right now it's getting sort of 50 views a day kind of thing every day. So it's nice to, again, have videos that get pumped up and then they turn into evergreen content, but that just shows you that because it got a good start, YouTube has just continually put it out in front of people. So I don't know. I still don't know what I'm doing here on YouTube. I'm just trying to sort of let everyone know what I have sort of come up against. What is click-through rate? Well, click-through rate, sort of in a nutshell, Amy, is the percentage of times someone clicks on your video when it's put in front of them. So if it's a suggested video and it's, so if you see a video on your suggested homepage kind of thing, if you're browsing videos, so basically a click-through rate of 10%, it basically is, 1 out of 10 people clicked on that video based on your thumbnail or your title, right? So there's a couple of different parts to it, and this is just sort of the way I have seen it in the last couple of years, is that there's the SEO, so the search engine optimization. So your tags, keywords, stuff like that you put in the description, and all the tags that you put in the video, the actual video itself, and in the title. You want to make them searchable. So you want to find those keywords that people are looking for, are searching for. So when they type it in, it comes up as a suggested video. So that's part of it. But then you also want to have the click-through rate, which is the suggested video, someone choosing to watch your suggested video, which I think first of all, thumbnail. That's going to be the first thing. Catchy thumbnail, bright colors, that kind of stuff. That's what's going to get people to click on it. I think that's more important than a title necessarily. The title, personally, I always want the title to be about what the video is about. I hate clickbait. I'll thumbs down any clickbait video. I don't care if it's someone I like or someone I don't like, but it should be about what your video is about. And then the biggest thing is trying to create a video that, like Dustin was saying, that people will watch most of. Like there's creators out there, and the one thing you'll find with the biggest creators out there is that they can put out a 45-minute video, and if you sat there and watched a 45-minute video of a creator, they've done what they need to do to get you to watch that 45 minutes. That's why they are big creators. That's why they get the subscribers. That's why they get the push from YouTube. So, making your content searchable. I have 2 videos that have to do with my Weber barbecue or my Weber grill from when I got it 3 years ago. It's searchable. So this time of year, it gets both of those videos to start to grow in daily views because people are searching for Weber grills in the spring. So my video is coming up because it's got the right keywords in the title and in the description. So there's searchable content, and then getting people to click on the video, and then being able to keep the people watching. If you can get those 3 things sort of optimized, then you'll definitely see a real improvement in how things go. So anyhow, okay. I'm going to scream. Fortunately, my equipment is not working, so time for a break. Oh, dear. That sucks. Also, but if you want to make something you enjoy, focus on personally rather than likes than yeah. And again, that's another part to Legends. You can definitely chase trends if you want. There are lots of ways to do that. You can get into your Google Trends and see what's being searched for. And that can help you. I personally would still suggest trying to stick to trends that are within your niche. Like if I go out, start searching for trends that have to do with politics or something like that and start doing that, then, that's not something I would ever suggest anyone do. And obviously don't sort of do a 180 with your content just to jump on to trending topics kind of thing. Because there's lots of trending topics out there that you can get involved with, but you have to know your audience too. Having trending topics that your audience doesn't care about isn't really going to help anything. I think YouTube tells us stuff, but when it comes down to it, maybe they don't even know. Yeah, it's hard to tell, Dustin. Like even if if you're a creator, you look on your dashboard and they're always sort of, giving you helpful tips on your dashboard. It's called Ideas for You. So I got a laugh out of the one idea that they suggested on my homepage yesterday. I was talking to some of the other moderators from Tuber Chat about this one. Is that their suggestion to me is that I spend money and promote a chaffle recipe just for the chance of getting more views. I'm like, what kind of stupid recommendation is that? Like, if you're going to give me a recommendation, give me a recommendation that's actually going to help. And, are you just fishing to try and get me to pay money to, build my YouTube channel? So yeah, maybe they don't know either. It looks like this was a while ago, but thanks for coming in, Beverly. It's good to see you here tonight. Thank you for that. happy that people enjoy the videos. I definitely like putting out the videos for everybody. What do we got here? I don't have any consistency on my long form videos or shorts as far as when I release them. Yeah, like I say, we all have to do what we have to do with it. I just find for my own sanity, I try and keep to a consistent schedule that keeps me sort of motivated to do things weekly, because I have done missed weeks, and it definitely hurts the channel. And to be honest with you, I've done the way I used to do videos is I would film a video, I would edit a video, I get a thumbnail, and I post it right away. I wouldn't wait, didn't care when it was, what time of day, what day it was. And I didn't find that helped really that much. And I've also found that, again, this is just my personal experience, is that posting too many videos in a week sort of buries them as they go. Like I like to give my video a week to grow before I post another one, if you know what I mean. That's just another sort of thing that I've found. Thanks for posting all those links, Paula. I appreciate it. No idea. Thanks for the info. Oh, I hate those videos that make you click on it, but has nothing to do with the title. Yes, absolutely. Good old clickbait. But, ultimately it's kind of, I think the one sort of drawback to YouTube taking away visibility of how many dislikes a video has is that, you used to be able to look at that and say, okay, well, this is probably clickbait because it's got, 5,000 thumbs down and only, 50 thumbs up. But now you can't tell, right? So it's just have to click on it. But you can usually tell pretty quick. So, and the other thing is, again, personally, I think unless you are a substantially large creator, like I'm talking millions of subscribers, or even, I guess, over 100,000, maybe you could start. Don't start a video with a 2-minute sponsorship ad. Like that's just, I don't mind if you do it near the end of a video. That's fine. But if you start off a video with a 2-minute sponsorship plug, then I'm going to skip, I'm at least going to skip that whole thing, and possibly just click away from the video anyway. So that's again, just my opinion. And that's more me as a consumer of YouTube, other than a creator. I don't have sponsorship plugs in my videos anyways, but I would never sort of spend 2 minutes talking about something I'm getting paid to talk about, before I even get into the content. So if I run across a channel I'm following starting to do clickbait videos, I'll unsubscribe. I don't rant at them, just turn it off. Yep, for sure. Yeah. And I found again, just a little bit of my personality is that, unfortunately, there's been some really good creators out there and fun creators, and putting in like these, I'm talking some of the biggest, not the biggest, but some really big creators on YouTube. As a specific example, I'm not going to name channels specifically, but there have been a few bigger creators that have all invested in a keto product that lies to its consumers. So I've blocked those channels. Like, I'm not going to support a creator. I know they don't know what they're talking about, and I know that they don't understand that the company that they're investing in is lying to its consumers. But I won't support creators that support companies that lie outright lie to their consumers. This is a exogenous ketone drink that advertises itself to help people get into ketosis. So that right there, it's a lie just to get it sold. And these big creators are putting money into it because they think they're going to make money out of it. So, and that's fine. Everyone can do what they want to do with their own money, and take on sponsorships. The same thing has happened with some of these Element sponsorships out there. There was quite a few creators that didn't want to back down from the fact that Element wasn't being, forthcoming with information to their consumers. So I've stopped following some of those, what I thought were really good channels. It's just, just morals when it comes to it. So again, I hate ranting about stuff like this, but I understand sponsorships, but yes, it can get a little out of hand. It's getting kind of bad these days. Yeah, especially when all of these big creators are sponsored by the same company. So you go to one, you'll watch one piece of content. Oh, Raycon, Raycon earbuds commercial. And go check out someone else. Oh, there's another Raycon earbuds. Oh, there's a BetterHelp commercial. Oh, there's a BetterHelp commercial. It's just like, and you can always tell when the round is, they're out there making their rounds, because all the bigger channels will be doing plugs for the same thing. It's pretty funny. Like, most of them do a good job of at least moving them farther back in the video, not right at the beginning. That I'm fine with. Again, I'll just skip it. I don't watch ads, or I don't watch sponsorship plugs for most things, but good old YouTube. Anyway, sorry if I put anyone off with my sort of rants again tonight. Like I say, I don't typically like to get into this kind of stuff, but sometimes you just got to talk about these things. So we have reached our 1 hour, or just actually a bit over time. So unless anyone else has anything they wanted to chat about tonight, we'll end things for this evening. We will be back in 2 weeks. So that will be the 22nd of May. We'll be back for another live stream at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Again, just come hang out, have a chat, hopefully talk about keto things and YouTube things, and basically whatever we want to talk about. And as always, my new recipe video will be out at 9 a.m. Saturday, and that's Eastern time. That'll be a premiere, and see what I come up with this week. I don't think I'm going to do a chaffle recipe. We'll get to do some other quick and easy snack recipe kind of thing. So that's about it for this week, this live stream. I see Sailing Cook George is just coming in the house. We're just wrapping things up here, but thanks for stopping by. And Amy, let me know. I'll send you email, or you send me email. We'll get something set up for some interviews on our channels. That's about it. So have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you in 2 weeks for another live stream. And yeah, that's about it. Keep on thriving, my friends.